everyone. We have the specialist of special guests, Kyle Bosman, here to talk about the dramatic mid-season finale of Better Call Saul. Let's get right into it.
I'm just here to talk to my lawyers.
Just here to talk to my lawyers. That's it. Kyle, before we get into that, we gotta go back. I want to open this up first.
Okay.
With Nacho. Nacho hype.
A tribute.
A tribute to Nacho. Yeah. Those first couple episodes, Kyle. Oh my God. Peak Breaking Bad energy. Nacho on the run, being hunted.
Yeah,
hunted
man.
Down.
He was the heart of the show for so many episodes, for so many seasons, you know.
Yes.
He's like this guy you didn't expect to be rooting for. You really want everything to work out for him.
Oh.
But he made too many bad decisions.
He made too many bad decisions. And it was just so frustrating because we're caught in this thing where it's like we have all the information as the viewer. We see Mike trying so hard to get Nacho out of this situation, and it just doesn't work out.
I thought it would.
Me too.
I thought it would
too, dude.
And I guess that's even impressive, right? Is they didn't even like save it for the end. It's like, I would think it was like episode 2 of the season, right?
2 or 3, yeah. It was quick.
Yeah.
And Nacho just takes himself out to save his dad, a final act of redemption, some sort of redemption there.
Yeah.
But Kyle, man, that was it the same for you? Because that goes down as one of my all-time favorite episodes in the Breaking Bad universe, is when Nacho was like in that apartment building, laying low. He was like peeking out the window. The cousins come and they have that big shootout in the car, dude.
They kill the guy because he's like, he wants him alive. They shoot their own guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, he has to be alive.
Dude.
Yeah.
You're out of control, dude.
They're like going into the oil of that tanker, dude.
Dude, I forgot about that.
He just holds his breath for 2 minutes under oil.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, pretty wild stuff.
Just
he worked so hard to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it warms my heart. You know, you see a little behind the scenes, little Michael Minato like tweeting the cast and crew, talking about like getting the cameras in the car for the shots and all this. And he's just like, yo, shout out to everyone in the desert. Like, we're working this. It was just masterclass. Why, Kyle, though? Why do you think, because I know you love high stakes, meaningful stakes. I hear you talk about it all the time. Why do you think an episode like that is a 10 out of 10 versus other TV shows out there that have similar plot lines, similar scenarios, but they don't hit nearly as hard as Better Call Saul / Breaking Bad? Why is that, dude?
Gosh, that's a good question with a lot of answers, right? But like, okay, so talking about, firstly, you just talked about, you know, how like appreciative an actor would be of the camera crew, right?
Yeah.
That episode before the credits, the cold open, was just a shard of glass, the one he used to untie himself, just getting rained on.
Yeah.
And I think there was like some flour in there too, right?
Yeah.
It was just like 30 seconds of like a foreboding vibe. I guess there's something beautiful about the flower that should be interpreted as like, you know, something nice coming out of it. But something like that just tells you, oh, a bad thing is going to happen in this episode. And like, it makes it hit more when it does. Right. I think a big part of it is, I mean, the actor, when he's just like, when he goes into like Batman villain mode, when he's on his knees, right? And he's just like, it was me. I fucking made you paralyzed, and you will remember it for the rest of your life. You like, it was just like the darkness he went to there. It was like, whoa.
I got you.
Yes.
Remember me.
Yeah. And he does. He does. You know, you don't forget that
Totally.
guy who switched out your medication. It's like, damn. That, and it's funny, like that. I forget when he was switching out those pills. Right? It was probably 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah. I feel like 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
You can't watch that stuff. It's something that I think Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad does really well. Is these long scenes that just make you squirm.
Yeah. God. The writing.
There's
The
sometimes I legitimately like can't handle the stress, especially in this most recent episode with D-Day. I had to like. I had to like get up. I had to like get up and like walk around and just like, okay, I can't. It's too stressful for me.
No, dude. I know. It's too much, dude.
Yeah.
It's seriously too much sometimes. Which is a nice segue into, because that was kind of a reset. You know, Nacho goes down and you kind of reset the stakes and the focus to back.
I think that's why they did it so early.
Yeah. It was almost like a prologue to this final season in a way.
Yeah, he could have been running around in Mexico all season, but they're like, let's wrap this part up.
Yeah, it was so bittersweet, Kyle, because it's like, dude, I hate to see Nacho go down here. It's so brutal that we have to like go the rest of the way without him, but it was perfect. It was honestly perfect. Like,
yeah,
tragic end, but so much meaning. Again, which brings us to now the reset. Kim and Saul trying to take down Howard. And then, of course, we have the background too. I'll just briefly touch, you got the Gus, Mike stuff going on, which is now going to hit. We'll get to that once we hit the finale. Yeah. I feel like the rest of the season was about Kim, Saul taking down Howard.
At all costs.
At all costs. First up, I want to open this up, Kyle.
Yeah.
Because I love the week to week. I love watching a show weekly. That's how I was born and raised, week to week. I like sitting on those steaks each week, one at a time, digesting singular episodes. But the double-edged sword of that is I'm having the only like question I have, the only like weird feeling I have is like, why is Kim so committed to this? Why does Kim want to bury Howard so much? Is it just because of he represents big law and she's all about like the little law? I have a hard time fully remembering why exactly it's so personal for her.
Same, and I think that's part of her character, and I think it's why like sometimes they'll touch on it. It's a big part of Saul. And how he treats Saul and how he talks about Saul.
Yeah, condescending.
You can tell when like her empathy's gone. Yeah, when anybody like talks about Saul like that. But I think of the flashback to her childhood.
Yeah.
When she got in trouble for stealing, but it seemed like it was actually her mom's plan all along.
Yeah.
And she says, "Smiley got away with it." And so I feel like that's part of the clue, right? That's just because I feel like it is worth mentioning, right? This was not a planned mid-season finale.
Yeah,
it was simply like this is season finale just because of production issues, right?
Yeah, COVID, AMC
shooting issues.
Yeah,
we'll get there
to the full. Yeah, because I guess in the past too, like early seasons, which admittedly I have not seen since they aired. It's been many, many years, but I feel like even in those early seasons when Kim and Howard were working together, he would just kind of look down on her. And I guess that's part of the nuance of this universe is nothing is easy. Nothing is so clear. It's like Howard has moments of empathy, sympathy. When Chuck was trying to take Jimmy down, I feel like Howard was kind of sticking up for Jimmy there at some points. But
talking about Howard's final scene, right? He came in to ask that question you're asking.
Yeah.
He says, "I can't get it.
Yeah,
I cannot wrap my Jimmy, I get why you did this."
Yeah.
Kim, I don't get why you did it. He straight up is the audience right there. I don't get it. Why did you go through all of this to do that to me?
Yeah.
And then obviously we'll never get that answer right then.
God. Howard, dude. What an arc. Oh my God. Just like the most slow build, slow burn character ever. Just like Howard just slowly crawling his way into my good graces, into my one of my most memorable characters. Like unbelievable, unbelievable arc. Just loved Howard.
Yeah.
I liked that they brought back some characters here and there. Kyle, what do you think about these returning cameos? Vince Gilligan actually just directed one episode of this batch, and I looked ahead. He's set to direct and write the penultimate of the whole thing. Penultimate episode. But he did this one this season where the Kettlemans returned from like season 1. I had to look this up. I was like, what happened in season 1?
The tax place.
Yes.
Where they had the Statue of Liberty and Saul's like, oh, I like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So
the
cool
Kettlemans.
times. The Kettle. I was like, dude, this has been so long. I like Wikipedia'd the Kettlemans. I was like, what's going on here? I thought that was kind of a reset episode. I thought that was a fun callback, and it's always nice to get Vince Gilligan in here.
What gosh, I love the phrases they use. The stick or the carrot, right?
Yeah.
And Jimmy says, we're gonna give him the carrot. And then Kim at one point goes like, we're going with the stick. And then she does that phone call and to the person. I'm like, I don't remember.
The judge, I'll get the judge down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kim again, dude.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. Kim has broke bad so hard.
That was cool.
Any other standout moments or episodes, Kyle, before we tap into that mid-season finale?
Okay. I guess no. Because I wanted the finale is for me the highlight and kind of the purpose of everything leading up to that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Mid-season finale. We come in with the cliffhanger ending the episode before had me in knots all week.
Kim doing the U-turn.
The U-turn. It happens today. Full Batman villain. Like she's had enough.
Yeah. There's no way she's going to go to that meeting. It was never going to happen.
Nope. And it's like exactly what Howard says in that final confrontation of like, you're throwing it all away, Kim. Like Kim could be, the sky's the limit with Kim. She could be like the attorney for everyone who can't afford it, like real change. And she's just getting caught up in this spiteful showdown to try to take Howard out. And it's like painful to watch because you love these characters, you're invested, and it's just like the slowest unraveling. And I think it's even more unsettling because she seems so level-headed.
Yeah.
She seems fine.
Right.
Like she knows exactly what she's doing.
And you can tell throughout the season, it scares Jimmy even.
Yes.
He would have backed out. He was happy to back out several times.
Dude, several times.
Yes. Yeah, like it really is all Kim at that point.
The looks he gives of just like, I'm a little concerned here. Like, are we sure we're doing this?
Yeah.
Even Cliff, I think his name's Cliff, right? Clifford Maine. The older gentleman. It's when Kim had lunch with him when they were faking
Ed Begley Jr.
Yeah. Yes. Good call. Yes. Cliff and her even have a conversation of like, remember they're sitting on the bench in the courthouse there, and they're having a heart-to-heart, and she seems like she's empathetic. She's like, yeah, I've got your back. And I guess it's just all an act. I don't know. Yeah. More to come, I guess.
More to come. Okay, so we don't know. She's the last person we don't know what happens to, really. Is she gonna live? Is she gonna die?
Lalo, of course, we don't know, but we know.
We know.
We know.
We know the weapon.
Oh shit.
There's like a 2-minute scene for some reason where Gus is hiding a gun underneath that weird construction equipment.
Yeah, dude.
Like specifically like puts it in this underneath this like tank tread or whatever.
Gun. Yeah.
Like obviously that's gonna be the gun that kills Lalo.
I forgot about that gun.
It's such a weird thing to emphasize.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about Gus, the most insane, subtle, respecting the audience's intelligence. Him figuring out that Lalo went to Germany to track down Ziegler's widow.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in episode before, Gus is standing at the cash register of Los Pollos Hermanos, and a woman orders some like nuggets and sauce. And right when she does, he zones out. And in like season 5 of Breaking Bad, he's in Germany and they're going over all the sauces. And that sauce like syndromed him out. That was my read. The sauce syndromed him out of like, yo, is Lalo going to like try to find Ziegler's connection? Because like all of a sudden,
the German food company. I don't remember a sauce scene at all. I do remember a German food company, right? Where the woman with high heels works.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a scene where the guy's like dipping in all the sauces.
I do not remember that.
Yes. I think it's one of those cold opens.
Okay, that's
just little
funny, man.
sauce, like multiple sauces. And I was like, is that this? Because all of a sudden Lalo was in Germany.
Yes.
And like Gus,
nobody knows where he like spent 2 or 3 episodes off.
Yeah.
I loved that.
And then it's just in Germany. Oh, like what the hell?
Yeah.
And it was like it was such good storytelling because it just respected the audience so much. Like it doesn't need to spell everything out. We don't need to have a scene of Lalo like getting a ticket to Germany or landing there. It was just like, dude, he's there.
The cold open for that one was one of the weirdest. It was them dipping that measuring equipment into that plastic, and then the engravement of oh gosh, it's like mit Liebe deiner Jungens or something like that.
What does it mean? I didn't look it up. What's the translation?
With love from the boys.
Sick.
And so that's always like, oh, the boys. Okay. All right. I'll go after the boys next.
Dude, the details. Shocking details. And they have so much restraint, Kyle. This is not a show with like twist, kill this character. Like such deliberate planning and pacing and execution on this show.
You know what? Okay. All right. Highlight moment actually that I forgot about. That is absolutely, you're going to remember it when you're thinking about this 5 years from now. Is the boxing match between Howard and Jimmy. Where Jimmy's ready to walk away. He smirks, he goes in, right? And then he talks to Kim about it later.
Yeah.
And she's like, why'd you do it? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe he goaded me. And she goes, or maybe it's because you know what's coming. So almost this idea of like Jimmy, like letting him have this, because he knows he's about to destroy this man. Like he's feeling guilt, like go ahead and beat me up in a boxing match. You know what I mean? Like this whole new context of what happened in that scene.
I don't like thinking of Howard, dude. It honestly hurts now. I'm in the mourning phase.
Well,
it truly hurts.
Is throughout that episode, I feel like they do a lot to kind of bury him a little bit, in that they make him less sympathetic, right? Where he's looking at this room and he's pulling away the chair so that he can manipulate that old woman to be having to be in a wheelchair later on. You know what I mean? She makes a point, I don't need it. And it's like, look how manipulative Howard is. Like, you don't have to bury Howard like this.
True. There's a little bit there, that law game.
Yeah. They made it very clear that like the people at the retirement home would love the money now. They've made that pretty clear 3 times throughout the season, right? And so they're almost villainizing. They're almost making us feel less bad that Jimmy and Kim were willing to bury Howard for this. And I feel like that was the purpose, right? It's like making it seem less of a crime, what they did. But It's funny. It's funny what they did to Howard there. Obviously, their prank was dirty, but then like him getting shot at the end was like, he didn't deserve it. Didn't have it coming.
Brutal.
But it's almost the only way that scene could end.
Truly, truly, you're absolutely right. And I feel like the quick headshot trope has been used in the last decade so much. It is such a shocking way to kill a character in a TV show, just like a quick bit gone. And it was still so shocking. It hit so hard because you kind of think Lalo's getting out the gun. You know it's coming, but there was still doubt. I was like, no, there's no, and then it's just over in a flash.
Well, what I find great is the screams from Jimmy and Kim there, because they're realistic. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like or ah. It was like anguish. It was no. It was just, there was such honesty to that.
Dude.
It's acting, man.
It's too much.
And so I think that's part of it, right? It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap violence. It was.
Yep.
Maybe a little. You can make a case for cheap, but it was at least impactful to those characters in that moment. Yeah.
And I think it's realistic for Lalo in this case. Lalo is on the ropes. He's been living in a sewer, and this kill, it's nothing personal, but I think it had a purpose to let Kim and Saul know that he is not fucking around.
Yep.
It is like, what is he even, where do we go from here, Kyle? What is Lalo even gonna say? Like, tell me everything about Gus? Is that his motive? Like, tell me every single thing you know about Gus?
You would have done that sooner.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's engaged in some other plan today.
Some other plan?
He's got some other plan tonight. We know he's gonna end up in the lab. He's gonna get shot by that hidden gun. We know Gustavo's not going home. Mike told him to go home. We know he's not. He's going right back to his laundromat to take care of it. Like, we know somehow it'll lead to some dramatic scene down there.
Yeah.
The gun's getting shot, but we don't know what takes it there.
Smoking gun. The smoking gun.
Wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
So, they go to that vet's office who's like, I'm giving up, and I feel like he's the same guy from Breaking Bad, right? Like.
Yep.
It's like, no, you're not retiring, bro.
No, wait. He was in Better Call Saul. I don't know if he shows up in Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. But he had the black book.
Yep.
And the vacuum repair guy's card.
Yep.
Kim saw it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's just to give us hope. Do you think they would be that cheap?
Kim saw, dude, Kim could still be alive. That's why it's so fucking good. This prequel that has stakes because she can still be alive. I didn't even think that, Kyle.
Yeah,
she saw the card.
But they might just be playing us. It might just be a play where it's like, we want you to think that, but we're gonna kill her the next episode. And they could kill her off in a second.
Yes, my dream this whole time has been that she bounces, and in the black and white timeline, we get some hope. We get a happy ending.
Team up.
Yeah. Old Jimmy or old Gene and old Kim.
Yeah.
Let's go. Unfortunately, I think it's Robert Forrester, the vacuum man, passed away recently, which is the actor. So that's a bummer.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could do it like, you don't need to see him, I guess. You could just like make the call, see the van from a distance. Drive away. I didn't even think that, though. One thing I saw where I can't even take credit for, this I saw online, insane details, because this was episodes after Nacho had died. In the book, there was a big thing that was crossed out, and it was Nacho, I think, because Nacho's dead.
Whoa.
In that book, someone was like, dude, is this like, is this what that means? This crossing off in the black book? Like,
wow.
Just little details. Insanity. Okay, Kyle. Any other closing comments? Any other closing comments as we wait just a nice, easy,
a month and a half?
Nice, easy breezy month and a half.
That's yeah, man. I'm so glad it's just a little month and a half.
Yeah.
No, man, it's brought it. It's a show that like takes its time, and you can tell that like the cinematographers are they just love the opportunities that are given to them.
Yes.
They must do location scouting like crazy, because it's
Best
like how would you even set up that shot unless you knew exactly how this room is, unless you know exactly what this environment is like? How would you even think to set up these? It's obvious that a lot of love and care goes into this show, from its production to writing to the performances.
Yeah, from top to bottom. My favorite one, Kyle, was because they've done it before. This one was a little different. They did the camera in the courthouse coffee machine. And it was so excellent because they have filmed coffee close up so many times, and it's always like beautiful and nice. The courthouse coffee shot, the cup violently shoots out, and then just coffee is like like just into the cup, just like so harsh. And then Cliff takes it and takes a sip and is like, ugh. It's just like genius. Using everything, using cinematography, writing, acting to convey everything.
Wait, so Cliff's the old lawyer, the other one who does pro bono stuff?
Yeah.
Got it. I got that wrong when you were talking about the old lawyer. Oh, gotcha.
Because he's like a famous dude, right? He's in whatchamacallit back in the day.
I don't remember.
Because you said his name. My dad.
I thought you were talking about Ed Begley Jr.
Isn't he Ed? He's someone.
Oh, okay.
I talked to my dad about it
right now. Apologies to Don. We're gonna IMDb this right
We're IMDbing
now.
Clifford right now. My dad was stoked because he's like, oh yeah, he was in so-and-so back in the day. I'm on the page, seeing some Chuck McGill. Shout out Chuck. Ed Begley Jr., Clifford Maine. You got it.
Same guy. Okay, we're talking about the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Old school.
He's mostly a funny actor.
Yeah.
For me. I don't know what the thing your dad was referring to. But,
I forget. I forget.
Yeah, so he was in like all the Christopher Guest movies.
Yeah.
I think he did a lot in Arrested Development.
I think that's it too, yeah.
But
with Nacho gone and Howard gone, everyone, now Cliff all of a sudden is kind of this moral center in a way, you know?
A character had no importance a season ago.
Yeah, now he's funny. Just like
he's so many like pivotal scenes,
looking out for the Sandpiper crew, looking out for Kim, looking out for Howard, like even Jimmy, like one of the last good ones left.
Yeah. No, there's no good way he has a good fate ahead of him.
Hopefully he just removes himself from the equation. All right, Kyle, the final 6 are coming, and it is sure to be a Breaking Bad prequel. That was what the show was founded on. It morphed into the Jimmy and Kim story.
One last prediction I would like from you.
Absolutely.
When do you think we make the turn to present day, to sequel? How many more
Black and white, Gene?
Yeah. How many more prequel episodes do we have before they make the switch?
Part of me wants to say the finale is all black and white timeline, but I don't think they'll do it.
Hugh, I feel like the last 3 episodes are black and white.
Are you serious? That would be so bold.
We're wrapped, dude. We're pretty much wrapped.
That would be so bold.
Once Lalo is dead, there's like no more like unfinished storylines except for what happens to Kim.
Yeah, Lalo, Kim, Breaking Bad. That's it. That truly is it.
So like I feel like we're making the switch soon, as my prediction.
I'm thinking the Vince Gilligan one, the penultimate.
Yeah.
Penultimate is my guess. And then, because there has to be at least a little black and white in the finale. A smidgen at least.
Yeah.
I can't even predict it. And we know mostly where it ends up. That is insane. Like, we know so much and so little. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You think last 3 episodes?
Yeah.
All right. I'll say second to last.
Okay, great.
Love it. Kyle, we'll get you back here in 6 weeks plus 6 more weeks because of the episodes airing weekly. That'll be about 3 months. and we will wrap up the legendary Better Call Saul with a big ol' spoiler mode. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thank you so much, Kyle, for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Love and respect. See you next time.